In manipulating and searching string, what are the functions we can use?
Substring and substring replace.
Yes, the first function is, मैंने अभी तक बोला नहीं कि अटेंडेंस मार्क करो. I'm only start the recording. The first function is the substring, that is substr function. This function returns a part of the string. This function returns the part of the string. And what are the parameters for the substring function? What are the parameters? Gaurav, what are the parameters for substring function? Ravindra, because you already done this function in last lecture. Also see the program. So what are the parameters for the substring function? Anyone?
First is the string.
Okay.
Second is the point from which we want to extract the substring starting point, and second
Okay.
is the length.
Yes, good. First is the string, in which string we can return a part of the or part the string. Okay. Next is the starts, means where we can return the string. So the starts value will be give. Then next is the integer length. The integer length is the optional parameter, but already, because when we return the some portion of the string, so that we can use the length part. Okay, so this is the parameters you can use in the substring function. Next function is the substring replace. Why use the substring replace function? Why use the substring replace function? Pratiksha, Pratiksha, why use the substring replace function?
It returns the portion of a string specified by a starting point and length parameter.
Okay, it returns the portion of the string. Okay, so that are parameters for the substring replace. Is the first is the string. Next is the replacement, in which string we can replace. This is the replacement. Then where we can return the string, and the optional parameter is the length. Up to which length or up to the what length we can insert the string. So this is the substring replace function. So third function for the manipulating and the searching string is the substring count. Is the substring count. So substring count function count the number of substring. जो भी आपका सबस्ट्रिंग काउंट फंक्शन है वो क्या करता है, काउंट द नंबर ऑफ स्ट्रिंग. That is the function name is substring count. The function name is substring count. This function counts the number of substring. Substring count function क्या करता है, आपका आपके स्ट्रिंग में कितने सबस्ट्रिंग है उसको क्या करता है, वो count integer. That is either means integer in the form of, if the value is present, one value is present, so return 1. If two values present, so return 3. In the form of, they can return the string. So for example, when we write the program for substring count, So first we give the header file. Next one is the we can view one string. For example, we write this is the test. We do one string, and when using the equal substring, we directly write the equal substring count. In that, the first parameter is the string. That is the string name is $n, and the second parameter is which string we can use for the substring. So here we can use the is to check if the substring is present in that string. If it is yes, so how many times it can be repeated or how many times it can use, so that according to the result is displayed. Okay, so substring count returns the count or number of substring. How many times we can use this substring in that string. So here substring is the C. So how many times it can use it in the string? How
One
many
time.
times? And the output in the form of integer. One time, sure. Substring का meaning
दिस का भी काउंट
yes
होगा,
और
तो टू
यही
होगा
बोला ना
आउटपुट।
मैंने, आपको क्या करना है, सबस्ट्रिंग जो है वो स्ट्रिंग में चेक करनी है। इसका पोर्शन पूरे स्ट्रिंग में चेक करना है, वो जो भी स्ट्रिंग हो सेपरेट नहीं होगी, आपको वहां पे चेक ही करना है वो सबस्ट्रिंग कोई स्ट्रिंग में है क्या, दिस के बाद इज भी आता है और सेपरेट इज भी आता है, तो वहां पे है क्या, सभी चेक करना है। सो उसका आउटपुट क्या रिटर्न होगा, क्या होगा, एन आउटपुट रिटर्न्स इन द फॉर्म ऑफ इंटीजर। How many times the string will be used, how many times the substring will be used in the string. What is the output?
One.
Sure. So I am going to first we can start the Apache server. Okay. First we start the Apache server. Screen दिसतंय का?
Yes,
Screen
ma'am.
दिसतंय का? Okay. So first go to Apache server, start the Apache server, then go to Firefox and the URL is ओके, आवाज आ रही है? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So when we write in the program, you can see the program. So when we write the program, notepad ji screen is
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
okay. So in the string, we can use only first is the this is the string. Okay. But when we cut the is and only string is this the best, and we can use the substring count, and the substring is the is. So what is the output for that program? What is the output display in the screen?
1.
1, because is present only one times in the string, so the output is 1. When used again, this is the big is the big is the text. We write here the substring as the PHE. So again, what is the output for the substring count? The will be replaced 2 times in the string. So the output is 2. So understand the substring count function. Understand? Yes or no? Understand the function?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. So write down the third function, substring count, and write down in that these function count the number of substring occurrences. These function count the number of substring occurrences. Number of substring occurrences. Write down the syntax. Because it returns the integer value, so the data type for the substring function is the integer. Substring underscore count in bracket. The first parameter is the string. So string, here we write the dollar big string. Dollar big string means the string name. Big string, comma, second is the string, small string, because we can use the substring. So small string, then small string, then last is the optional parameters, that is integer, dollar, offset equals to 0. Again, one more optional parameter, offset means the length, integer dollar length. Write down the syntax. After complete the syntax, write down the return the number of times. Done the syntax.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so write down return the number of times. Return the number of times the small substring means small str. Small str. Returns the number of times the small underscore str substring in the big underscore string means big underscore str. In the big underscore str string. Write down the small substring. The small substring is a case sensitive. Is a case sensitive. The next line, offset is from where to start counting. Where to start counting. Okay, write down the program. Okay, simultaneously mark your attendance. Mark your attendance in classwork as well as in chat box. Fastly mark the attendance. 24 students are present. Write down the program. Also write down their output. So the output for the program is 2.
वन येईल ना मॅम?
नाही ना 2 येईल ना. सॉरी द आहे ना, इथे इज करा. द ला 1 येईल. ओके, मी जर इज केला सबस्ट्रिंग तर 2 येईल.
Done, ma'am.
Done. Okay, write down the next function, that is substring compare. Next function is the substring underscore compare. Okay, write down in that. Comparison of two string from an offset up to the length character. So write down the syntax for substring compare. Substring compare means it can compare two string. If the first string and the second string, any portion will be matches, then it returns the 0. If portion is matched, then return 0. If portion is not matched, then return 1. Okay? So write down syntax. It also returns the value in the form of 0 and 1 so that the data type is the integer. Substring underscore compare in bracket string. First is the main string. So string $main string, comma string. Then again dollar is the string because it can compare the two string. but matches with the main string. Then integer $offset offset. Next one is the optional parameter, that is the length. Then again one more optional parameter, that is boolean dollar case insensitivity equals to, by default the value is false. Okay, write down the program. Firstly, write down the syntax.